On Friday, 24th of September 2021, Prime Minister James Marape, in his address at the 76th UN General Assembly, made a number of statements on climate change and COVID-19 challenges in the Pacific region.
The Pacific Ocean, or the Blue Pacific continent, is home to marine and terrestrial biodiversity and is where the most vulnerable small island states are being exposed to the global threats of rise in sea level due to climate change and the health and the associated economic woes brought about by the COVID-19 pandemic. I speak for Papua New Guinea, of course, but the issues will no doubt resonate with the small island states, including those of my Pacific brothers and sisters.
In his address on climate change, PM Marape stated that the global issue on climate change is a man-made catastrophe, then challenged the world's economic giants, particularly on carbon emissions, to be responsible and lead the global effort in climate change mitigation.
On climate change in the ambiences of our 21st century, post-halls like this August United Nations Assembly, may I remind us all that little children and their families who are living in the seas of earth are living in fear and uncertainty of what their future will be like. This is because in their lifetime they have seen their arable and safe lands lost due to sea level rise and are watching as the structures that their lives are built upon slips away. It is time the big carbon emitters of planet Earth own up and apologize to small island states and all other victims of climate change. And I make this statement with no apologies. And today I make a call for all of us, and especially to the big carbon-emitting nations who are now enjoying their national economic transformations through industrialization, to pause, think, and take responsibility to save our planet.
Marape further highlighted that Papua New Guinea accounts for 13% of the world's tropical rainforests and 6% of the Earth's biodiversity. He said these are global assets the country sets out to preserve.
If the world's rainforest reservoir were a global lung, we in Papua New Guinea have a significant proportion of this organ that keeps the world breathing. We also function as a great carbon sink. We have this significant asset for our planet. And I, as chair of the Coalition of Rainforest Nations, Papua New Guinea stands at an important crossroad. We are a net remover of the carbon from the atmosphere. The removal capacity from our forests is over 100 million tons per year. Our energy emissions at present is really around 10 million a year.
Marape also raised the onset of challenges presented by the global COVID-19 pandemic.
COVID-19 will continue to remain our biggest challenge. Our numbers are low in terms of both confirmed cases and fatalities at the moment. And one of the most concerning for us in Papua New Guinea is the rate of vaccinations, which is quite low.
He thanked international partners for their assistance in this difficult time, announcing a national health plan for Papua New Guinea.
This, together with very close working partnership with our valued development partners, including our Pacific family of nations through the Pacific Humanitarian Pathway on COVID-19 program, has given us much success. We cannot speak highly enough of such partnerships, including those through the COVAX facility and with the United Nations system, Australia, New Zealand, USA, Japan, China, European Union, UK, and the United Arab Emirates, which enable us to have immediate access to essential medical equipment and supplies, including the AstraZeneca, Johnson & Johnson, and Sinopharm COVID-19 vaccines. Our national health plan is ready to be launched, except for the settlement of the financing plan that matches our health plan. It will encompass facility development, capacity building, pharmaceutical procurement, and development of primary, secondary, and tertiary healthcare, as well as building up provincial capacities and the requisite capacity building and education in as far as the health sector is concerned.